All right, so let's go ahead and begin. We're going to sit up tall. You guys, if you have a cushion, just have it available. Blocks, strap, have them available for you. We're going to start seated. I'm going to sit on the cushion, so you guys can sit on the block. You can sit on the yoga mat, however you want to do it this morning. And we're going to start with some good breathing exercises, good stimulation, good strength through the core. And we might get some join-ins in a sec, so just do your best here to sit up tall. Good. And feel your inner thighs. Maybe you can press down on them, rooted down. So just kind of feel the inner thighs rooting down to the floor as your pelvis is lifted. The spine is straight, but not rigid. And we're lifting through the crown of the head. And we've been working on this month, strengthening all these muscles under the neck and the chin. And you basically do that by recognizing you have muscles here and not letting them sag throughout your practice or throughout your day. So you're going to pull the muscles strong, and you can even put your hand under your chin here to kind of strengthen them like that. And pull the throat in and lift through the crown of the head. So we're going to keep this area nice and strong, having the ears and the jaw in line with your shoulders. So you're going to go ahead and pull your chin straight back, and that's going to help to strengthen through the neck. And we inhale and exhale. So you guys are nice breathing in, and you're going to feel the breath come up from your sacrum to the crown of your head. And exhale, squeeze into the abdomen. So we inhale and feel the energy come from the lower back all the way up to the top of the head. And exhale, squeeze into the abdomen. Good, we'll practice that a few times. Breathing in and breathing out. And all the while that you're breathing and you're encouraging that energy flow, you're aligning your shoulders with your hips and your ears with your shoulders, with your hips. The nose is in line with your navel. So again, we're feeling that good energy flow from the sacrum to the crown of the head. On your breath in, and lift, 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 lift. And on the exhale, just squeeze. So practice that a few more times. The breathing is really important to strengthen your lungs, strengthen your diaphragm, to stimulate the energy in the area of the torso, okay? So we're not just breathing in through the nose, like sniffing in and out, or at the throat. We're really getting this full oxygenation of the body, and then strengthening the core to expel any used up air, any of that tension, any of that negativity from the body. Okay, we're gonna try that 3 more times. Nice breath in. And out. And try to lengthen your inhale. Lift, lift, lift. And out. And one more time. And lift. Good. Bringing the hands together and get a nice little rub, rub, rub. So very good to stimulate this energy here. Nice heating, right? But also very good for the right and left hemispheres of the brain. Have your thumbs connect under the collarbone, and you can lock your fingers together and just circular motions with the thumb right under the collarbone, right? Just circular motions. And then circular the other way. So you're rotating one direction and now rotating the other. And we'll take those thumbs right under the arms here and just lift the elbows as you breathe in. And as you exhale, come down. Try that again. Lift the elbows. And as you exhale, come down. Maybe bring those hands and fingers together when you come down. Try that again. Lift the elbows, fingers go back. Exhale, squeeze. One more time, lift. And exhale, squeeze. Beautiful. Get this nice reach up and open up, you guys, right under the arms. Lock your fingers together and get a really nice stretch here. So you guys are strengthening the muscles here underneath the chin and the neck. So I'm gonna have you pull those muscles, right? Maybe stick your tongue out to the ceiling. That actually helps to strengthen, right? And tone up those muscles. And then releasing it down and coming over to the side. Get a nice stretch to the side of your hip and your waist, right? So you're breathing in and breathing out. That breathing goes with you the whole time. You inhale, lengthen, right from the sacrum to the crown of the head. Exhale, squeeze the waist. One more time, breathe in. And exhale, squeeze. Now you're gonna come up and squeeze that arm behind you. So go ahead and from the armpit, just squeeze it back and bring that hand to the knee and bring it all the way around. See if you can wrap that arm around or just hold the floor behind you. Squeeze into the armpit, squeeze into the chest, and turn your chin as far as you can, you guys. So you're gonna squeeze your throat and turn your chin as far back as you can. Inhaling and exhaling. And one more time, inhale and exhale. Come back into the center. Bring those hands together in the front. Lift and open up through the arms, the throat. Stick your tongue out if you want to, right? Like that, hey, go back. Coming back to the center, let's come over to the other side. And again, really encouraging this length, the elbow back, neck is long, breathing in and breathing out. Squeeze the waist. One more time, you guys, breathing in and breathing out. That's awesome. Bring this arm up and behind your back as you bring that hand to the knee. So bring it behind your back or to the floor. Okay, so you can wrap around. Squeeze the armpits, give them a good hug, squeeze the neck, and turn. So you're gonna squeeze the throat, right? And you bring it around. Keep turning your head as much as you can, breathing in and breathing out. And coming back to the center, inhaling out. And this time, exhale, squeeze your tummy. And come down. Try that again. Wipe the hands across the pelvis here as you bring it back and inhaling up. Exhale, squeeze the belly. Wipe the hands again, squeezing in, just pull, 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 right across the pelvis. Inhaling up. And one more time, exhale, squeeze your belly. Go ahead and give it a good reaching in and back. Bring the hands back, flatten out through the feet, right to the floor, you guys. Flatten out through your feet. Yep. And we're going to come into a tabletop position. So your feet are going to be flat. You're going to lift up through the hips. And exhale, come down. When you guys come down, you're going to squeeze your knees, squeeze your thighs, and squeeze your throat. Flatten out through the feet, doing tabletop again. Bring the hands back. Inhale, lift. Open up. Exhale, come down. Now, when you guys come down, I want you to squeeze into your hips and your pelvis and your belly and hug it all in as you squeeze your throat. And we do that one more time. Bring those hands back, flatten out your feet. Press through the heels. Inhale. And exhale. Squeeze deeper into the belly, into the groin, into the hips, into the throat. And release it to the center. Good. Let's come on hands and knees. I'm going to come into a little cat and cow. A little opening up through the spine. Fingers are spread. And the chest is strong. And so as we inhale, we lift up. Remember when you had your thumbs right there? I want you guys to try to spread that open and lift the collarbone from that thumb point. And as you exhale, squeeze your belly, lower belly, and push backwards into your lower back. Try that again. Slide forward. So you're going to press forward and up and pull the chest up and forward. And exhale, squeeze your belly and push back into your lower back. Try that again. Inhale, you're sliding forward, you're coming up, you're opening up the collar, you're pulling that neck long. And exhale, squeeze the lower belly and squeeze the throat and the neck. Good. We're going to come into a flat back position. Keep the belly strong and taking the right leg out and the left arm. So see if you guys can get a better extension of the leg and the arm. And breathe deeply and flex your foot so the toes go down. Inhale and exhale. And bring that hand to your lower back. Bend the knee. And if you're able to, you're going to catch your foot. If you're not able to, you can just keep bending. So if you're able to, you're going to catch your foot and lift your leg higher. Lift the chest. Open the collar and breathe. Slowly releasing and bringing that knee right under the hip here. Rounding through that lower back. Stretch back. And coming into neutral position. Again, taking the left leg and the right arm up. Drawing the navel in. And you're getting nice and long right through the crown of the head. Flexing the foot, toes are down. Breathing in. Breathing out. And we'll bring that hand to your lower back and bend. And again, stay here or reach for the foot and lift. Lifting the heart, the leg, opening the hip and the chest. Breathing in, breathing out. Slowly release. Bring that knee right under your hip. Take it into a cat stretch. And from cat stretch, curl your toes and press back into downward dog. So you're going to squat back and arch your lower back. So hug the low belly in and arch, arch, arch the lower back. Really press into your hips, you guys, and stretch the arms, the chest, stretch the collarbone as you breathe in, breathe out. Now go all the way up on the toes. Legs are going to be straight. So look at your knees. Pull your kneecaps up into your thighs. And press the heels down, spread your toes right to the mat. Try to twist your heels away from each other a little bit more. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's take the right leg up to the sky. Get a good hip opener, everybody. So good hip stretch, front of your leg. And squeeze the knee into the chest and go ahead and put that shin right on the floor. Right on the floor. Yeah, there you go. Slide your back leg back. Lift through the chest. Everybody's lifting through the chest. Open up that left hip. Open up your collar. Again, remember where those thumbs were. You want to try to spread that up and tuck your chin backwards, right, rather than sticking it out like that. Pull your chin back and then lift, if that's okay for your neck. If not, don't worry about it. Just let your eyebrows relax, forehead relax. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Going to come back into plank position. And you're going to have a good strong plank. Again, keep the muscles under the chin strong. Keep the muscles at the throat strong. Beautiful job, you guys. Breathing in and breathing out. We're going to come down to that worm pose. So the knees come down and the chest and the chin come down. And you are sliding your elbows together and backwards toward your hips and sliding your chest and your throat forward. Keep sliding. Come all the way up and lift. Pull your legs back, you guys, and pump your hips toward the floor for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you're going to do a cat stretch, so you can be on your knees here. Cat stretch, and then go into downward dog. Squeeze your belly. Bend your knees. Arch your lower back. Come all the way up on your tiptoes. Straighten out your legs. Lower the heels and the toes to the floor. Twist the heels away a little bit. So keep that lower back arched. Inhale, exhale, fingers strong. Left leg's going to come up, everybody. Open your hip. Open your left hip. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep opening. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. Nice, easy breath flow as you open. And we'll tuck that knee in and squeeze. And fold that shin right underneath you. Okay, so that leg's going to go back. Looks so good, everybody. Lift up through the chest. Spread your collar. And keep trying to stretch out that right hip, right in the groin area. Lift through the belly and tuck your chin back and lift the chin up. Again, if that doesn't work, just tuck it back. Breathe in, breathe out. Awesome. All right. We're going to come back to plank again. And this time you're going to lift up your right hand and you're going to squat back to your legs. Now you can, of course, do this on your knee like this. That's fine. You're going to push back. You can have your bottom knee down. And then you can come forward into plank like this, right? Side plank. So I'm doing the variation on the knee where you squat back. Everyone's going to go back. And then come into plank. Or the variation on your 2 feet looks like this. You squat back. And over. And one more time, you guys. Squat back. And over. All right, we're going to come right down. Take it back in the downward dog. Stretch back. Ripple through plank. So you come through this like cat stretch. You lift up your other arm. And you squat back. So again, your bottom knee can be down. You can kneel. And come over. And squat back. And come over. Squeeze those legs straight. Try that again. Deep bend at the knees, hips, and even the ankles. And over. And one more time. And over. Woohoo. Release it down and come into child's pose with the knees super open and pushing your hips back. Squeeze into the groin. So right at the inside of your pelvis, inside the low belly, you want to hug in there. Reach closer to the midline and sink a little bit deeper. All right, and as we rise up, we're going to take the right foot forward. So we're going to step that right foot forward, pick up your back leg, get nice and strong here, you guys. Bring the hands to the blocks of the floor, hug into that right hip, bring the left hand close to the foot, and bring that right arm out. So really squeezing into the inner thigh. So if you guys can find where the top of your inner thigh is, the groin and the lower belly, try to hug them together. So you put the block under your hand if you need it. And you squeeze into that inner thigh. You hug in a little deeper. Back leg stretches. Lift the bottom of the sternum up, especially on that left side. Wrap that top arm back and squeeze through the shoulder so your armpit gets a hug. Your chin turns. Make sure your chin is back a little bit. And then turning. And release it down. Woohoo! So we're going to ground the back foot, straighten out the leg, close into your throat, and come down. Again, hugging into the hips, hugging into the lower belly. We'll shift forward, coming into standing split, or just a lift of the back leg. Make sure we're standing on the inner part of the leg, rather than the outer part of the hip. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale and exhale. Lift through the chest. Heart is strong. Bring your feet together. Everybody's got their feet together. Legs are straight and strong. Wrap the arms around, maybe locking your fingers together, or grabbing your wrists, or even grabbing your elbows back here. And squeeze the belly. Squeeze the inner thighs. Don't give up on this, you guys. Breathe in, breathe out. So hug the inner groins, hug the lower belly, and come a little closer with your tummy to your legs, with your chest to your legs, and with your neck and your head to your legs. All right, we'll rise up. So we release and come up into standing. Ooh, looking good, you guys. Open up through that collarbone here. So you're going to stretch open here. You're going to let the weight of the arms open the collar all the way up to the thumbs. Breathe in, breathe out. Send the collarbone up and back. Let the weight of the head drop back as long as it doesn't feel uncomfortable, okay? So let the weight of the head drop back. Breathing in, breathing out. Beautiful. Rise up and squeeze into that forward fold again. Step back in a child's pose. So you guys are going to step back and you're going to come down onto the knees, knees open. Squeeze into your hips again. Come down a little bit deeper now, okay? So you might find that you're able to come deeper now. Looks so good, everybody. Coming into the inner part of the legs rather than rolling to the outer part of the shins or the outer part of the knees or the outer part of the thighs or the hips. Kind of hugging inward and downward at those inner legs, inner groins, breathing deeply. And as you rise up, we're going to bring that left foot forward, left leg forward, and that right leg comes up. So as we come into this, right hand next to the leg, I'm going to use the block just to show you how to use it, right? You just stick it right there. And feel that inner thigh and lower belly hugging together as you twist. So you really want to squeeze and try to keep your back leg and back hip from turning. And hug into the belly, hug into the inner thigh. Draw the chin in and go ahead and tuck in and go back a little more. Maybe bring your hand to your lower back. That's up to you if you want to go ahead into the twist a little deeper. But stay in the inside of your leg. All right. I'm going to fold down over your leg. Just kind of straighten that back leg and fix it, adjust the back leg. And squeeze still into the hip as you come down. Throat is closed, shoulders push back. So we're inhaling and exhaling here. Tucking the muscles under the chin in. Strengthening under the chin in and up. As you breathe in and breathe out. Shift the weight forward for standing split, you guys, toes down. Lift the leg, you can go higher if you want to, but we're really focusing on this standing leg. So you're standing on the inside of your foot, inside of your shin, inside of your knee, inside of your leg, inner thigh and groin. Breathing in, breathing out. Beautiful. Let's bring those feet together and straight legs, hug on the inside. Again, you're going to bring the hands this time behind the lower legs. Point your fingers down and press the forearms and the elbows as close as you can toward each other. Squeeze into the hips, shoulders back. Chest continues to fold forward. Pull your chest forward more. You can do this for 3. Close the throat. 2. And 1. Rise up. Woohoo! Come on up. Reach open. Taking it into a back bend. Maybe like pull the elbows back more. Maybe even interlacing your wrists like this as you come back. Just make sure you're pulling the elbows back. Opening the chest. Opening the shoulders. Breathing deeply. Whew. All right, we're going to release the hands down and we'll take that right leg back and that left leg forward. So we're going to work into a couple of postures here to help to strengthen and ground. Feet are down. All right, so feel your feet, feel your toes, feel your heels and toes down. Activate into the inside of your legs. So watch this, you guys. Sometimes, even when I look out on you on the screen, this will flop out like that because you're standing on the outside of your foot, outside of your shin, outside. Press into the inner edge. Not that you're collapsing in. You want to keep it straight, but you want your strength on the inside of the front leg and on the inside of the back leg. So it feels like you're pulling your legs in toward each other, inside of your legs. And that gives you this strength where you're not going to collapse into the back. You pull in and up, reaching the arms out to the side. This is warrior 1, so you're facing forward. All right. Lock your fingers together. Give your chin and neck a little bit of a workout here by pressing your chin straight back. Pressing your ears straight back. So you're strengthening and toning the neck. You pull the elbows back as you do this. Squeeze the elbows back a little bit more as you pull the chin back. 2, looks so good. And 1, awesome. Open out to the sides. You guys are gonna open everything. You're turning into warrior 2. Everyone's got that front knee pointing forward. You're on the inner legs, but you're coming down and you're sitting into your pelvis here. You're sitting down into the inner groins. Reaching the arms open. Turn your palms up. Sit as deep as you can into the groin and then reach back. I really want to encourage you guys to pull everything out of the hips. So you're pulling, you're sinking down, and you're lengthening from the sacrum all the way to the crown of the head. And you continue to pull as you breathe in and relax as you breathe out. Go deeper. No competition here, you guys. Just breathing, feeling more open. 2 and 1. Beautiful. Let's rise up and straighten out through the leg. Come into triangle pose. You're going to come right over your left leg, front leg. Top arm comes up. And again, you guys, zip into the inner legs. Pull up into the inner groin. Stretch the inside of your knee down. Pull your chest open. Feel that collar where your thumbs were at the beginning. Open, open, open. Stretch, stretch. Breathe in, breathe out. And then we'll rise up and turn the feet so you're in that wide position. Legs strong. Narrow in your hip points. Narrow them in. Hug in. So even though you're feeling like you're on the inside of your legs, I do want you to stretch wide the outer hamstrings. So if you put your hands on the back of your legs here, the outside, behind the knee, even the outer calf, stretch them to the side wall. So you're pushing the back's outer hamstrings to the side walls and really flexing your sitting bones open, narrowing in your hips, and reaching the arms through, shifting your weight off your heels, you guys, so you're on your forefoot here. You're on your foot. And you guys want to reach the lower back as deep as you can, down and through. Tone up your legs so your legs don't go backwards when you do this. Almost feels like your hips are moving a little more forward as your lower back goes through. Give it another try. Breathe in, breathe out. Let your head go under, you guys. For 3. Head goes down and under. 2. And 1. Clasp your hands together behind your back. Give it a good squeeze. Everyone squeezing the shoulder blades together, letting the neck strengthen as it descends. Shake out your ears. Squeeze the upper arms together. Tone your legs. Release the hands to the ground. And just get a quick lunge over to one side. Just a quick inner thigh stretch. And then a quick lunge to the other side. Just a deep, quick, just see what's going on at your hips. Come back into the center. Keep the belly active as you rise up. Bring the hands behind the head again. Strengthen the neck by pushing your chin straight back. Pushing your elbows back. So you feel your head working against your hands and you're toning your neck. You're toning your neck by doing this, you guys. So it's really, really good to keep doing these exercises. And we'll bring the hands behind the hips here. Push your hips forward, everybody. Push your hips forward, but keep your legs toned and strong, okay? So just keep pressing the hips forward. Keep toning the buttocks and the legs. You're activating the glutes. Push the hips a little more. And then come up. Woohoo! Step back into the front. And we're going to take it to side 2. Aren't you excited? I can tell. Take a nice breath in. And then bring the hands down. All right, we're going to step the left leg back. So we're going to work it on side 2. So this is, again, our good strengthening where we're solidifying our stance. You're in warrior 1, so you're facing forward in front of your mat. And again, you want to be careful not to flop out. So inner edges have your strength and the knee stays straight. Inner edge of the back leg has your strength. It's like you're hugging in together, hugging the belly in. And this time we're going to turn the palms up, bring the hands up, straight up, lift, lift, lift. All this lifts up to the crown of the head. Exhale, squeeze into your tummy. Lift. Exhale, squeeze into your tummy. One more time, everybody, lift. Exhale, squeeze. We're going to open to warrior two. So you're going to turn to the side. Right knee stays bent. Arms open. Everybody has those arms open. Your back leg is straight. Everybody is zipping into those inner thighs, upper groins, and pushing down. Push down, push down, push down. So you're sinking as low as you can there, opening up that knee, reaching out wide. Open the collar. Turn the palms up. Lean back as far as you can, and you're pulling all that up and open, and you're breathing in, breathing out. So remember, as you inhale, you're letting that energy rise from the sacrum to the crown of the head. Exhale, squeeze your tummy. Sink down a little lower. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze the tummy. One more time, you guys. Pull a little more. And then rise up with a straight leg. So straight, straight, straight. And come into triangle pose. Neck is open, coming over to the side. So we are squeezing again, up into the groin, inner thighs. Stretch the inside of your knee to the floor. Lift up through the collar. Lengthen the neck as you turn your chin. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale and exhale. Awesome. We'll rise up. Turn the feet again, and this time we're going to go into deeper lunge to the side. So you guys are going to lunge to one leg, doesn't matter which one. Use your blocks and just hug into the inside of your legs. Just stretch that inner thigh. So you're pulling length, maybe even putting your hand here to press that inner thigh to the ground a little more. Press a little bit more. Breathe in, breathe out. And we'll do the same on the other side. So we come over and come into the inside of your hip and low belly. Stretch the inner thigh. Again, you can put your hand on the leg to press that inner thigh a little bit longer, deeper to the floor. Awesome. Come back into the center. We rise up again when you're ready. Lift, lift, lift. Hands to the hips, pushing your hips forward, squeezing your elbows together. And you can keep your hands on your hips or lock your hands together behind your back and squeeze the collar open. Letting your head go back if it's okay. And slowly release, let that go. Woohoo! Okay, we're gonna come to the front and come into kneeling. I'm gonna work a little camel pose here. So we'll come down right onto the knees. Awesome. And again, really good to keep the pelvis nice and steady. You wanna keep reaching in or wrapping in to the hips here as you're stretching the tops of the thighs down. So you can feel free to massage that down. You bring the hands back again, just like we did, pressing at the hips. Pressing at the hips. You can keep going, you can go even further if you want to, but point your fingertips up your back and squeeze the elbows toward each other. Lift through the chest. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful. Releasing it back up. Nice job, you guys. Crisscross the ankles. And we're gonna hug in here. Okay, so you're gonna squeeze the knees in like we did before, and this is gonna kind of help to soothe the back after those deep back bends. And you're gonna squeeze the lower back backwards into cat stretch. And then pull it forward and lengthen. So right down here at the sacrum, let's try that again. Squeeze the lower back, keep your upper back relaxed. And then pull the lower back right to your thighs. Pull, 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 pull. We'll try that one more time. Stretch your lower back. Keep your upper back just where it is. and then squeeze the lower back. I'm gonna hold that lower back strong, lifting through the legs and come up. So you can go higher or lower, you can relax, you can keep your hands here, you can reach the arms out, but keep that lower back lifted. So you wanna keep that low back up, 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 and keep working on it for 3, 2, and 1. Woo-hoo. Stretch your legs straight out in front of you. So they're gonna come straight out here and extend through the arms. Sit up as tall as you can at your lower back. So let that sacrum come up. All this is pulling up. Your inner thighs are pressing down. Open up through the arms and twist from the lower belly. So it's gonna feel like your lower belly is turning into your hip. Lean toward your feet. Rise up. Come back into the center. Straighten everything out. Let's come over to the other side. So you twist, 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 twist. Squeezing those inner thighs. Lean toward your feet. Keep leaning toward your feet. And come right back up. Bring it back into the center. This time, hands behind the head. Legs strong, lower back lifted. Twist to the side. Lean toward your feet like you're doing a sideways crunch of the abs. Inhale up. Come back to center. Keep your chin strong. Push your head back. Twist to the other side. Keep those legs strong. Lower back strong. Lean. Crunch. Come up. And open. Woo, very good. Bring those feet together. Right knees are going to be open. And just press open the hips. Keep sitting on your inner thighs, you guys. So you want to keep rolling forward to your inner thighs. So I'm going to encourage you guys to move that lower back up, lift up, and sit more forward on the inner thighs. So we'll start to come forward with the lower back. Crunch your abdominal muscle. Lengthen your back muscles. Lengthen and stretch. Keep the muscles under the chin super active. Breathing in and breathing out. Now push your toes toward the floor. So you're holding onto your toes, maybe push them toward the floor as you press your knees to the floor. And we inhale and exhale. And as we rise up, you're gonna come right up, you guys, and grab hold of your left ankle with your left hand, and you'll bring it back. Okay, so it's not on the floor, it's up in the air. You're pushing your hip forward and pulling your thigh back. This hand can be on the floor, it can be on the yoga block, or you can send it out. And you're gonna lean with the chest and pull that leg back. So you're holding on, but this arm really is like an anchor for you as you press into it for 3, 2. Now you're gonna tuck that knee right into your nose here. So you're gonna grab it and squeeze in, tuck into the belly. Bring it back. Squeeze into the belly. Tuck it in. Bring it back. Good, one more time. Squeeze into the belly. And bring it back. This time you're gonna take that leg around, bring it all the way around to the outside of the other thigh. Now again, you're gonna do your best to sink your hip and your buttocks to the floor. So get both of your sit bones to squeeze to the floor and hug into the groin, hug into your lower belly, hug into your waist. Keep spreading the collar, lift. And if you're able to, you're gonna bring that left hand around, lift your back, sit on your inner thighs, you guys, sit forward, get away from your lower back, lift, turn your chest, turn your chin, breathing deeply. Let that shoulder roll back to open your chest. All right, release, and you're at this little corner seat. We're gonna take that top knee on top of the bottom knee and just fold forward, hugging right in. Just relax your shoulders. Settle right into your inner thighs. Breathing in, breathing out. All right, and as we rise up, just take your top leg and just bring it back to the center. Okay, so back to the center. Sit on your inner thighs. Right on your inner thighs. Lift, lift, lift. All right, we're going to grab hold of the right ankle. So you're going to lean to the left, flip that leg around, grab the ankle. You're going to pull that back while you press your hip forward. You're going to reach the hand to the floor or out. Breathe in, breathe out. And then send that in and squeeze, you guys. Everybody's squeezing. Squeeze your belly, squeeze your throat. Send that out. And squeeze. And one more, you guys. Send it out. And squeeze. This time, bring that leg over, just like we did on the other side. Bring it right over. Put your foot right down. Hug it in. Get your bottom to the floor. So sink your bottom to the floor. Sink and push. Push your sit bone down. Yeah. Hug into the belly. Hug into the waist, into the hips. Bring your right hand back. Sitting on those inner thighs as you roll that shoulder back. Twist, twist, twist. So get your chin involved. Get your neck involved. Get your chest involved. Sitting on those inner thighs and keep turning back, turning back, turning back. And then release it center and going right at this corner and taking your top knee and just putting it on top of the bottom knee so your feet are side by side and just lay right over this leg. And just inhale and exhale. Go ahead and settle the neck, settle the hips. All right, we'll rise up and we'll take that top leg back into the center. Awesome. And we'll come onto the back. And this is where you can use your straps, your blocks, or your cushion. So we're gonna start with bridge pose. And you can put the block under your hips for bridge if you guys are feeling like you wanna get a little more height, but you don't have the strength yet. You can be on the block, okay? This is a good way to open your hips if you don't have the strength to get up anymore, right? So if you do have the strength and you're working on it, you can use the block and then try to get up off the block. That's your choice. But you're trying to lift your hips a little bit more, push the hips, right one, left one. Strengthen it through the belly. Continue to breathe in, you guys, lengthen your spine. And exhale, squeeze your waist. Try that again, inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, squeeze your waist. Stay in bridge, but bring the arms over the head. So reach up and over. And let the backs of the shoulders come to the mat. Gently pressing the head back, right behind the ears. Helping to strengthen and tone the neck. And then bring the arms down, the waist down, the hips come last. Bringing the right knee into the chest, using your yoga strap for the next 3 stretches. Around your foot here, engage and lift. So you guys are gonna feel like the back of the knee is stretching to the heel. And you can point your toes or flex and do a few of those. That's, your call. But I definitely want you guys to feel more hamstring. So pull that stretch a little bit deeper. We're going to combine the low back stretch. So you're going to pick up your hip off the floor. So you're going to low back stretch with our hamstring stretch today. Okay, guys? So your hamstring, so the back of the knee is straight, and you're picking your lower back up off the mat. So you're just stretching low back and hamstring. And trying to get that shin a little closer to you. So get weighted and heavy and breathe. So you do want to feel that point of discomfort. You want to breathe and you want to go a little bit more. Trying to release the discomfort and go further. All right, we're going to bring that hip back to the floor. So you're going to come back and get your lower back to the floor. Put the straps in the same hand as leg and bring that leg out to the side. Really hug in the waist, hug into the inner thighs and upper groin, I should say. And really get that nice stretch. So elongate the inside of your thigh. Okay, elongate that upper thigh and press your outer thigh to to the floor. Inhaling and exhaling. And we'll bring that up and across. So we'll, again, taking the same leg, keep your hip on the ground. So just keep your leg nice and anchored. Keep your ankles strong. Outer leg gets a straightness to it. Okay, so don't bend it. And you are pulling that leg increasingly strong to the floor. So you're tightening up the inner thighs and you're opening up and widening and expanding the outer leg, outer hip, outside of the knee and the outside of the shin. So really feel the pull down, but also pull it toward your shoulder at the same time. Inhale and exhale. Bottom leg stays strong. Okay, from here, you guys, you're just going to release the strap, but keep your leg over there. And then bend that knee and grab the leg or the knee with that arm. Your bottom leg is going to bend, so you're going to turn to your side. You're going to grab that bottom foot, pull it in if you can. If not, just do whatever you can do, right? Bending it. And so you are hooking this knee, this top knee. You're grabbing either underneath it or over it and pulling that knee up to your shoulder while you pull that other knee over to the other shoulder. Turn your torso and breathe. So squeeze at the waist. All right, let's let go gently and then come back onto the back. All right, and you might want to do like a little tiny bridge pose just to kind of get your hips back into neutral. Make sure they're nice and even before you come down and do the other side. Okay, so we're going to take it to side 2 using your strap. Again, a really good opening this morning, you guys. Woo, so good to do every day, right? There's no excuse now because we got this on video for you guys, right? So you guys are working on straightening out the back of your knee here, pulling the back of the knee to the heel. Pulling, pulling, pulling. And for today's hamstring stretch, we're going to bring the lower back up off the floor too. So you're going to feel like your butt and the lower back starts to come toward you, and you're drawing that leg, that shin, right into you. Just keep pulling it toward you. Try to keep that leg in line so it doesn't go off to the right or inward too much. Usually it hangs out to the side. So straighten out the back of the knee. Pull it in a little more. Every time you inhale, you lengthen. Every time you exhale, you bring it in, you give in to gravity. Get that low back again. All right, so we're gonna bring the lower back to the floor and bring that leg out to the side. So same hand as foot. Okay, gets that grip. And you guys are lengthening your inner thigh. So stretch out the inner thigh, pull, pull, pull. And the outer leg goes to the floor. So everybody's getting that pull. You're breathing. Your other leg is really strong. And just keep stretching the inner thigh and pressing that outer leg to the floor. Keep pulling. A little more stretch, a little more strength. All right, let's bring it up. Keep it straight, everybody. Switch hands, same leg. It's going to come across. Make sure your ankle is straight. The side of the knee is straight. And you guys are bringing that leg across. I'm going to use the strap on this one. And your bottom leg doesn't turn. So keep getting the outer part of your leg to stretch, the inner part of your leg to strengthen. And you're pulling it down, you're pressing it down. And moving that leg also toward your shoulder. Get a little stronger, a little deeper into those muscles. A little more press. All right, just let go of the strap, keep the leg there. Bend your knee, put it down and roll to the side. You're gonna hook that leg with your arm. You can hook underneath this way or over. Bend your bottom leg. See if you can grab it. If you can't grab it, just bend it behind you. Pull your top knee up. Pull your bottom knee back and twist at the torso. Turning the collar, the waist, and breathing. Keep pulling the knee. Awesome job, you guys. Let's let that go. And let's come onto the back using the cushion here for the low back stretch that we've been also working on this month. You guys have been in my classes and probably been like, she's doing a ton of low back. Yeah, we're doing a ton of low back. So you can put the cushion, you can put the yoga block, whatever you want to. Try to keep your waist on the floor. Keep your head in the center. Your knees can be a little bent. Your legs are apart a little bit. And you are stretching your legs toward the floor by your ears. You want to make sure you're not pulling on one side more than the other because one side does have more flexibility. So do your best to feel it at the low back and stretching the low back. Again, trying to get your shins to come to the floor. Give them a little more pull. Maybe you can grab behind the knees to do it. Breathing in, breathing out. Try to pull a little bit more if you can, getting those legs to come right down. Lengthen the low back even more. Beautiful. All right. So when you guys are ready, just come on down and bring your feet down. Bottoms of your feet touch each other. And open up your hips, but keep your spine long, okay? So you want to try to keep your pelvis nice and strong. Top of the pelvis held in place so it doesn't fall back or fall forward or fall right or fall left. Lengthen your spine. Open those hips up. Open up at the groin. Bottoms of your feet touch. All right. You're going to stretch out. So just go ahead and bring the cushion. You can put the cushion behind your knees if you like. But if you're practicing Shavasana flat, then you get rid of everything and flatten out your body. Bring your arms by your side. Close your eyes. And bring your center of your throat in line with the navel and nose. Just relax your body. Bring your mind to your navel center. So when you breathe in, you feel this energy at the navel center. Like a pulsating energy, a circular energy. It is swirling. And as it swirls, it moves outward like ripples in the water. When you drop a rock in the water, how it ripples out and continues to ripple out. So each breath creates that ripple. And you feel it like pulsating energy as it ripples to the chest and the hips, legs, feet, arms, neck, crown of head. Let the body relax and receive. Keep your mind at your navel, head in the center, eyes relaxed, mouth relaxed. Now, as you breathe in, you're going to hold the breath in for a moment and exhale it like a sigh, like from the navel. Do that again. Breathe in. Hold it in for a moment. Let it out from the navel. Let's try that one more time. Inhaling from the navel. When you're ready to come out of Shavasana, you'll start to open your eyes, open, close the mouth. Wiggle your fingers, roll your ankles and your wrists around. Big, big circles, you guys. Flexing and pointing, the hands and the feet, right, moving. Bringing your hands together and rubbing them again. Bringing the energy from the wrists down, just smoothing that down, that good circulation. Doing the same on the other side, smoothing it down. Taking the legs in and drawing the energy from the ankles to the hips, just kind of pulling that energy down. And we'll hug in and rocking the back and the waist a few times. And roll to your side, but hang out on your side for a little bit. And then bring yourself up to seated when you guys are ready. Awesome. Good. All right. The sun is shining. Love that sunny spot. All right, so we'll bring the hands together right in front of the heart. If you like to touch the thumbs to the heart center, feel free to do that. Sides of thumbs or edges of the thumbs. Keep the spine long, keep the heart open. Continue to bring that good energy from you within you. It's already there, just gets kind of covered up, muddied up. Just got to get rid of some of that other stuff so that that light and that good energy can shine and ripple it out to your family, to your friends, to the whole world. Namaste.